Okay, so hey there guys. So today's video is going to be the Truthful YouTuber tag. I didn't get tagged in this video. I just felt like it would be a fun video to film. Basically like go into why I don't like certain influencers and influencers that I still follow. So I thought this would be a really fun video. I saw it on the Fancy Faces channel, so I was like, you know what, I want to do it too. So we're just going to start with the first question. So I believe there are 16 questions, and the tag creator was Mel Thompson. I guess I will leave her channel linked below. But there's only 16 questions, so I think that this would be a pretty easy, quick video to film. I did get home from work about 20 minutes ago, so I figured I would just sit down and film a quick video. And then I'm just gonna take my makeup off and relax because my boyfriend usually has class Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I don't really have much to do those days. Usually I go out with my friends on Tuesdays, so Thursdays are pretty chill days for me now. I just work during the day. So anyway, the first question is, have you ever received a product, tried it, didn't like it, and then decided not to review it? I don't receive PR on my channel, so maybe I'll go with products that I've actually just ordered myself or picked up in store and didn't tell you guys my thoughts or not. I never, have you ever received a product, tried it, didn't like it, and decided not to review it? No, because I basically give you guys my honest opinion about everything on my channel. Okay, anyway, I tell you guys my thoughts on literally every single product that I have in my collection. I try everything that I buy, and I think that if I don't try it, it's a waste of money. I will return something if I don't like it, and I won't put it in a favorites video. So basically, I'll say like, I exchanged this for this, and I'll tell you why I exchanged it. Or sometimes I won't remember to tell you guys that, and I'll just replace it with a different product because that product just didn't work for me. So yeah, that's basically my answer for that question. Number 2, products you use alone but don't show or use online. Again, I don't ever do that. I usually use almost every single product on my channel in my Get Ready With Me videos, in my favorites videos, in just a brand review or anything like that, in an eyeshadow palette review. Even the products that I don't really support, maybe the only one that I don't really show too much or decided not to use at all, probably my Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks. Those are probably the most prominent example and most recent thing that I've started using again. But I did feature it in a favorites video this past January favorites. So because I still want to tell you guys that it's a good product. Like, I don't mind what you spend your money on. Like, I'm not going to tell you guys just because I don't support something means that you can't do it. It's your money. It's what you want to spend your money on. You don't have to listen to me whatsoever. Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't care if you listen to me or not. Like, that's up to you. You're your own person. Like, you should only listen to yourself, honestly. Unless, like, whatever someone's telling you is a bad influence, you should go with what your decision is. So, yeah, again, I really don't hide anything on my channel. Pretty much I use absolutely everything. There might be a few products that I've stopped featuring because they're old, but that's about it. Number 3, products you want but won't buy because you don't support the brand. Honestly, I haven't really felt that way in a long time. Maybe the only products I was kind of interested in was the Huda Beauty, like little gemstone obsessions palettes. I thought that those were really, really beautiful. And Natasha Denona, I'm still like pretty on the fence about her products, even though I do have a few products from her in my collection. I really don't want to like spend any more money towards her brand anymore. Like 2 of the products I barely spent any money on. One of them was a gift from Chip, Natasha Denona Star Palette, and the Natasha Denona Gold Palette. I didn't even spend my own money on it. I spent like 20-30 bucks. So there really is nothing else that I really want because I don't support the brand. Kat Von D is probably another one that I'm really not going to support anymore. But there's really no products I really want from her. I only wanted like a couple more of like her liquid lipsticks, like her newer ones, like that came out last year, like some of the nude shades. I really wanted what's the shade? Ophelia, which Madison Miller uses all the time on her channel. But other than that, like I really liked the Huda Beauty Gemstone Obsessions palettes, but since Chip sent me the new nude palette in our makeup swap, I don't really have to put any money towards that brand because she did gift that to me in our makeup swap. So there really is nothing else that I would be remotely interested in. I have no interest in Kylie or Kim Kardashian cosmetics. I will never support that brand. And for Morphe, I did want the Jaclyn Hill palette, like the original one, but I was like, you know what? It's way too overwhelming for me to try and use that palette. There's like 35 shades in there. I already have one Morphe palette that I never use anymore, which is 35O. I used to use it all the time when I first started my channel. But that's one product I stopped using and I just don't use it at all. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Number 4, do you have any blocked words? No, I don't. I don't even bother with that. I really rarely get any hate on my channel, and if I do, it's only like people trolling like stupid stuff like in the comments. So I really don't have any blocked words. It doesn't really bother me. Number 5, do you delete comments? If so, why? No, I don't delete comments at all. I usually leave them up. The only comments I do delete are spam comments because you can clearly see that they're spam, so I'll just delete them because I don't want that up on my channel because it's not like they're really commenting for me. They're commenting for you to go check out their channel. I'll go and subscribe to them like because they'll subscribe to my channel. They're like a subscribe for a subscribe. I'll go and subscribe to them because why not? If they're going to subscribe to me, I'm going to subscribe to them. I want to go support their channel too. But if somebody says, check out my channel, you can do this, this, and this, and I'm like, no, I'm just going to delete it. So that's the only time I ever delete comments. Number 6, do you block people? No, I really have never blocked anyone in my life, even in, like, on my Facebook or on, like, my Twitter or my Snapchat or my Instagram. I never have ever blocked anybody. I have been blocked from other people, like, my first boyfriend blocked me, like, back like 10 years ago. And one of my friends blocked me like a long time ago, but other than that, I've never ever blocked a person in my life. I give people a lot of second chances, so I don't know, I just feel like blocking is just, it's like a cowardly way to sound off and curse out at somebody and then just block them because you don't want anything to do with them anymore. It's like, whatever, I can be the bigger person and I can just unfriend you. I don't have to block you. Number 7, have you ever lied about a product to stay on good terms with the brand? No, because I spend all my money on my products, so I don't get any PR, so I don't have to lie about any products because I can tell you guys my straight up opinion because I don't get anything sent to me or I don't get any sponsorships. So yeah, that's the good thing about not getting PR or sponsorships, so you can be 100% honest about everything because I'm not getting paid for nothing. But also because you should be 100% honest with your audience in the first place. So, okay, number 8. Have you ever initially liked a product when you reviewed it and then changed your mind but didn't let your audience know? No, not really. There are some products that I have changed my mind about, which is great. I'm just going to tell you guys products that I've changed my mind about because I don't really like have an audience to lie to, and I would never lie to you guys anyway. I felt like that about the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion. What is it called? The Candlelight Glow Foundation. I used to be obsessed with that foundation, and then it started getting like really weird on my skin after like a couple months of use, and I just hated how it looked on my skin. I used to be obsessed with it, loved it so much. It was one of my all-time favorite foundations, and then for some reason it just looked so weird on my skin. I'm like, I don't know what's going on with this. So I just returned it and exchanged it for something else. So it's crazy how when you get a product, your opinion can change in like a couple of months. Like, I find myself changing my mind about a lot of mascaras, especially. I feel like that's like the one product that like if I fall in love with it the first time, I feel like I never feel the same way about it the second time that I repurchase it. Only like select mascaras, like the Wet n Wild Mega Length I still love, the Total Temptation mascara, the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I don't know. I don't really love them as much as I did when I first purchased them, like the first time, or like the Smashbox Full Exposure mascara. I loved the sample of it, but I didn't love the full size of it. Sometimes the sample sizes can perform differently than the full sizes. It is so cold in here. It's just so cold outside today. So I'm just going to crank up my heat more because it's literally freezing today. But yeah, other than that, no, I will never lie to you guys about a product. There's no point. And also, again, you should always be 100% honest with your audience. Maybe the ColourPop Super Shock shadows, they're I still love them. And then the same thing with Makeup Geek shadows, maybe just because they're getting old, they don't perform the same as they used to. I feel like the ColourPop eyeshadows like don't perform well now except for when I use a glitter glue. But other than that, I don't think there's anything else really that I really like 100% change my mind about. Like, I'm still going to use the product no matter what. So, yeah. So anyway, number 9, influencer you don't trust. There is quite a few influencers that I don't trust that I have completely unsubscribed to that I've talked about on my channel before, and I'm just going to talk about them again. So, the first one, I mean, I don't not trust him, but I just can't get with his vibe, and you guys know that I've never really I unsubscribed to him a couple of years ago, and since then I've never really regretted my decision. I still watch some of his videos, though. I just can't support him 100%, and that is Jeffree Star. I don't really have to go into detail as to why, but I really just can't trust or support his brand whatsoever anymore. The second one is James Charles. It is crazy to me that he is the #1 influencer on the entirety of YouTube. The fact that he has 13 million subscribers, almost 14 million, is literally mind-blowing to me. He's going to be the biggest influencer beauty influencer on YouTube ever. Ever. That's insane. Like, Nikki Tutorials had surpassed my, what's her name? Michelle Phan, right? Michelle Phan's initial subscriber count like a while ago, and literally like Jeffree Star, Nikki Tutorials, all of them are going to slow down so much more than James Charles. He's just going to keep on going up and up and up, and it is crazy because I trust nothing that he says. The only thing that I did that he recommended on his channel was combining the Amrezy and the Anastasia Soul Hollywood highlights together. I'm not wearing those today, but I did that and I was like, you know what, that is really, really pretty. Like, I'll listen to like some of his makeup advice, but anything he recommends to buy or anything like that, no, sorry. Another one is Tati. I used to love Tati's channel. Used to love her freaking channel. She was one of my favorite influencers, and then when she started collaborating with Jeffree Star and that whole like KKW beauty scandal where like the contour stick fell out of the bottom and then she never acknowledged it, or she said, oh, it's still good. I'm just like, no, sorry, canceled. Bye-bye. Jackie Aina is another one. I think that she is basically the equivalent of Jeffree Star. They're both so self-centered and so, like, in their own world, and they think that they're in their own lane, and they think that they're so amazing that I'm just like, no, like, it's so unappealing to me. Like, the whole thing that Jackie Aina did to Petty Page, I will never listen to any product recommendations from her. I can't do it. And then the last one would probably be, these are like my top 5, would be Manny MUA. I used to really, really love Manny MUA, and then after he became friends with Jeffree Star, it pretty much changed my whole opinion of him. When he used to be friends with Patrick Star, like, I absolutely loved him. I still love Patrick Star. And I just feel like his whole aesthetic of his channel has completely changed. And even though I don't support Jeffree Star anymore, everything that Manny MUA and Laura Lee and that whole gang, Gabriel Zamora, Nikita Dragon, which I don't trust Nikita Dragon out of a paper bag. I've never, after I found out all that stuff about the whole child abuse tweets, I'm just like, no, you're canceled, bye. Which I don't understand how Jeffree Star can be friends with Nikita Dragon because of those posts, because he's only friends with her and Gabriel Zamora, but he's not friends with Manny MUA or Laura Lee, which I find to be very, very interesting. The fact that he can say that Laura Lee is canceled, but not Nikita Dragon, because for some reason everybody just gives Nikita Dragon a free pass, and like Laura Lee took the biggest hit out of this. Even though, again, I don't support anything Laura Lee said, I don't think it's fair that like one person took the blame, and the one person, which is Gabriel Zamora, that did the whole thing in the first place, is getting a get out of jail free card because of his apology video. And I'm just like, did he just do that to gain subscribers, you know? So that's just my conspiracy theory. And again, Laura Lee, I can't trust her either. She does post a lot of good content, I'm not going to lie, but everything that she's said about Urban Outfitters lately and all the other scandals she's involved in, especially the whole thing she did to Trisha Paytas, I don't like Trisha Paytas. I've never really watched her. I've never been subscribed to her. But what Laura Lee did to Trisha Paytas, I was just like, what the fuck, girl? Like, are you serious? Like, you can't buy your own damn iPad for your giveaway? You're gonna give it away to somebody else? When someone spent their money, like, maybe not their hard-earned money, but someone spent their money to gift you a great gift for a Secret Santa, even though the person that said that, the person that had hosted the Secret Santa told everyone that they were only supposed to gift a like $50 gift, because I'm sure like all of these YouTubers that were there have enough shit and I'm sure can afford this stuff, unlike other people. But Trisha wanted to be nice and give a nice gift to somebody, and you're gonna put what you got in a Secret Santa as a gift to you to somebody else that you don't even know. Yes, it's nice to give it to your fans, but someone gifted that to you. It's not like a brand gifted that to you. Another YouTuber gifted that to you. It's different from like PR and stuff. If you're not going to use the PR, then yeah, give it away. But like, don't give away something that someone freaking bought for you with their own money. And it doesn't matter how much money that other person has. They still spent money to gift you something nice. She didn't know who was going to give it to. But Trisha Paytas went off on her, and I'm like, good for you, girl, because that is messed up. That is so fucked up. I'm sorry, but that is so fucked up. So, yeah, and that's pretty much it. So I'm just like, no, like, I can't trust her at all. Number 10, influencer you trust the most. Honestly, the biggest influencer that I trust the most is Kathleen Lights. I know that there was a ton of controversy with the whole thing that happened last year. I'm not going to get into it. It doesn't affect me personally because I'm white. I'm not going to be ignorant and be like, oh, I'm personally victimized by her. No, it doesn't affect me. But I do think that it was totally wrong for Jaclyn Hill to post it, because if Jaclyn Hill didn't post it, no one would have known about anything that Kathleen Lights would have said. So I don't know like why that even happened, honestly, why that transpired, and for some reason nobody can let it go. Even though she did apologize on Twitter and Instagram, she didn't apologize on YouTube. Yes, Jeffree Star apologized and whatever, but honestly, Jeffree Star has the same exact behavior that he had like a couple of years ago. He's been lashing out on fans left and right, and honestly, it's not fair. And he's blocking people left and right, constantly thinking that he's in his own lane on his high horse. But Kathleen Lights can't let something down that happened 2 years ago. And she apologized for it like a day or two later. And I understand it doesn't change what she said, but it's like, I just don't really look at her about that anymore. Like, it used to bother me a little bit, but I'm like, you know what? She is a very consistent YouTuber. Yes, if you don't want to support her, that's totally fine, but I still like her. If you don't support that decision, you don't have to watch this video. You don't have to support me whatsoever. I'm not obligating you guys, but I do trust her opinion about a lot of products. I end up falling in love with a lot of products because of her. I love her ColourPop Dream Street palettes. I basically love every single product that she comes out with ColourPop Cosmetics because they're good. They're really good products. Like, I use them almost on a daily basis. I use the Dream Street palette all the time, the Zodiac palette. I use her pigments a lot. I use her lipsticks all the time. So, I also fell in love with the Burt's Bees blushes, which I'm wearing today. I'm actually wearing her highlighting palette today, too, by Makeup Geek. So, I am wearing two products that I knew about because of her on my face. And I'm also wearing the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation stick because of her, and I actually really like this foundation. So as you guys can tell, I am wearing a lot of products that she recommended to me. So and I've tried a lot of drugstore products because of her as well. I can't remember any of them off the top of my head. But yeah, I love her. So I mean, I don't love her, but I do really trust her opinion. I don't think she's ever steered me wrong recommending a product. I usually always like most of the products that she recommends to me. The Milani Strobe palette, I love that palette. The Flower Beauty highlighting palette, love that palette. They're both amazing. So yeah, those were the two products I was thinking about. I also really love Young Mullet and Polished. I love the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea concealer because of her. That's like my favorite concealer. I love MAC's Costa Riche because of her. Costa Riche also, Kathleen Lights loves Costa Riche as well. Like Costa Riche is one of my ride or die products. Lancome Monsieur Big, her and Kathleen Lights both love. The same thing with the NARS Climax mascara. They both love it. So yeah, those are a lot of products that I really do love, and I don't think there's any other products. The Natasha Denona, the gold palette, it's good. It's not like the best palette ever. But I got that because of Kathleen Lights, and Young Wild and Polish does talk about Natasha Denona a lot. So I do really love their recommendations, and I do really love both of them. So the Fancy Face is number 3. There's not like a million products that I love from her that she recommends. Like, I'm actually wearing the Kevin Aquan concealer today, and if you guys can tell, there are a lot of crease marks underneath my eyes today. I do love her, and I do love her channel. I love her Get Ready With Me's. I love her hauls. I love how much she posts. I can't believe I met her. She's amazing. Such a sweet influencer, and she does actually talk to me and recommend products to me a lot, or I ask her opinion. I text her, obviously. I know that she probably wouldn't have the time to text me, but it really is a great thing that I am able to talk to her and have her recommendations. And we live like pretty close to each other, but yeah, I love her channel. But I don't love this concealer. And probably the last one would be Stephanie Nicole. I also love Andrea Mattiliano. I do get quite a few products because of her. I think I fell in love with ColourPop even more because of her recommendations. Like, she talks about ColourPop constantly. The Hourglass blushes, not so much. She talks about them a lot. They're okay. They're not like the best blushes ever. But yeah, I do love her channel a lot. I trust her basically 100%. I think that she always gives really, really honest reviews. So I do love her channel. And then the last one would be Stephanie Nicole. That would be like the top 5 influencers. And Spooky Lips and Fat Hips. I also do really love Jaclyn Hill still, but I did end up falling in love with quite a few products because of her. All these influencers have in common though, like Stephanie Nicole, Kathleen Lights, Young Wild and Polished, and Jaclyn Hill, they all loved the Hourglass Vanish Stick foundation, and I didn't like that foundation at all. I thought it was way too matte for my skin. I think that the Makeup Forever foundation stick is so much better for me, and I just think this is the best foundation stick I've ever tried. But Stephanie Nicole, I do really love her videos. I just wish she would post a lot more, but at the same time, like, Jaclyn Hill only posted once this entire year so far. I know it's only the month of January, but it's like, when's the last time you posted a favorites video, Jaclyn? Like, you used to upload favorites videos every month, and it's like, we're lucky if we see one video a month from you. Like, you said that you took a break for the holidays and then still haven't really posted anything since then. Like, the holidays are over. It's January. Like, I understand that you're having stomach issues and stuff, and maybe she's just been having a lot of issues with her health, so maybe that's why she hasn't been posting lately. But it's like, it's just crazy how, like, she doesn't really post too much. But Stephanie Nicole, I do love her channel. I did notice that the Fancy Face did point something out um, when she was doing the tag, that she said that she's not really feeling her content anymore because she does post a lot of sponsored videos with Sephora, and I did notice that. But it's like, you know, if she wants to talk about, honestly, why is my ear getting so red? I guess I'm having like some anxiety right now. Because my boyfriend has not texted me today and I'm really starting to get really pissed off. So, yeah. So anyway, it's just interesting to me that she has only posted like sponsored videos with Sephora, but it's like, you know, usually she'll post them when there's like a coupon code going on or like a sale going on, and she'll tell you guys like her recommendations and she'll just get a sponsorship for it. So, yeah, she doesn't really post too much anymore, and that's probably why she does sponsored videos, because she needs to get paid. Because I'm pretty sure since like her, what is going on with my nose today? Kind of looks like there's no foundation here, but I'm pretty sure there has to be foundation there. So it just looks a little bit weird to me. But anyway, so yeah, that doesn't really bother me. I still love her videos and I still love her recommendations, so I continue to watch her a lot. So that's pretty much it. And Emily Noel, I really love as well. I really do love her reviews and I love her channel. I just don't watch her too often. Number 11, secret tips or product application you don't show well on camera. I show everything on camera. Probably the only things that I don't really show too often is eyeliner and mascara, because it's like whatever, you know, or if it's like something that I'm not trying for the first time, I'll usually skip over it. But that will usually be like bronzer, blush, or eyeliner or mascara. Those are pretty much the only things that I'll ever skip. Or I'll skip like, you know, the rest of my foundation application or concealer application, but I'll never skip eyeshadow. I'll always do the full eyeshadow, and I'll always apply my lipstick pretty much fully on camera. This is just like annoying me with the, but at the same time, I don't really care. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I'll skip over eyeliner and mascara to save time, or like applying like eyeshadow primer. But other than that, I pretty much show every single step. Number 12, have you ever showed one product but were actually using another? No, I've never done that before. I've never even substituted products for another one. Maybe the only time I won't show a product is if I'm doing a full drugstore tutorial and I don't have a certain item, but I pretty much could do a full face of drugstore. So I never do that. Number 13, have you ever not disclosed a sponsorship? No, because I've never had a sponsored video, so it's basically self-explanatory. Number 14, have you ever had a bad interaction with a brand? No. Pretty much the only time that I had an issue with customer service with a brand was ColourPop. And it was only when I had accidentally ordered the wrong shade in my order for my concealer. And I emailed them and I asked them whether or not I was able to get a new shade sent to me. And they told me, no, we don't replace products like that. You have to reorder the item yourself. And that kind of sucked. But at the same time, that was my error. And I understand, like, if the product didn't come damaged, then it's pretty much my fault and I would have to reorder it. But I don't know. I was like, I'm going to resend it back. Is it okay if you can send me, like, the correct shade? But I just ordered it with, like, a 20% off code. And then I was like, whatever. Like, they're so inexpensive that it's like, whatever. I just didn't want to order it in, like, one order, because you do have to pay $5 shipping for whatever you buy. But other than that, I've never really had too much. Probably Sephora is the worst, honestly, because ordering something during the holiday season for Sephora is literally like so impossible, and sometimes they're not the nicest to you when you come into the store. So maybe only Sephora itself I've ever really had like a problem with, but I've never had a problem with like ordering from a certain brand. Even Lime Crime I've never had a problem with. Even Morphe, when I ordered from them, I never had a problem with them. So Sephora is probably the only place I've ever had a bad experience with like the shipping, or because like their shipping delays are crazy sometimes during the holidays, like 2 weeks or something. I'm just like, it's not okay. Like, so they'll just like resend me something, but like their return policy is amazing. So that's really it with that. Number 15, have you ever bandwagoned with other people's thoughts on a particular product? I've bandwagoned to buy things that I think I need because everyone says, oh my God, this is amazing, like the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I don't think it's that great. It won't sway my opinion of the product though. Like, I'll always tell you guys my honest opinion still. Maybe I'll be like, oh, I'm so blinded by the packaging or I'm so blinded by the way that people feel about it. But honestly, I always give you guys my honest opinion. I'll never just bandwagon on something and not tell you guys an honest opinion. I'll bandwagon on purchasing it, like the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, or like the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, or like eyeshadow palettes that everybody's talking about, like the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette when that was all the rage, the Naked palettes, the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palettes. So, but I'll always form my own opinion about them. They'll never sway my opinion just because they're popular or just because everybody owns it. And then the last thing is things other creators do that get on your nerves. What's like a big example? Lying to their audience. The biggest thing that annoys me about other creators is when people lie for Morphe. I've never seen anyone not lie about a brand more than Morphe. When Jaclyn Hill was lying about her Vault collection, that was ridiculous. When Manny MUA lied about his foundation review to still keep a sponsorship with them when he tried it, when he said he didn't like it, and then he was like, well, it's still an inexpensive foundation, you should still go try it. That really annoyed me, but I'm not subscribed to him. I also love Patrick Starr. I forgot to say that. I just don't watch him too often, but I do love him. But I thought it was a little bit shady when the price point changed on his translucent powder for the MAC holiday collection. I'm actually wearing his lipstick today in Spank Me Santa. It's such a beautiful color. I love this color so much. But I thought that was a little bit shady that he didn't tell his audience about the price change of the powder. But I still love him. That was probably just MAC's fault. For not notifying their audience. You know, like once they, like Patrick doesn't make the prices like MAC does. It's still not an excuse though, but MAC should have been more upfront about it. So, anyway, but the Morphe thing just drives me crazy. Like Jeffree Star won't review Morphe on his channel because, I think he doesn't want to be biased or something. I don't know. He said like this bullshit excuse, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like, I don't remember. It's like on his Twitter or something. I think I need to look it up or something, but so yeah. And then when Jaclyn Hill like plays the victim about something, when she gets called out about something and then like everyone calls her out and nobody she still thinks that she's the victim, like when she said that she was going to be taking a break from Morphe on YouTube and then literally contradicted herself and used Morphe in the next video that she did. She just like didn't use Morphe in like one video, and then after that she pretty much used Morphe in every video. Like in her bridal tutorial, all she used was her Jaclyn Hill palettes. And I'm like, yeah, I was like, you know what? It doesn't really bother me if she was posting tutorials of her eyeshadow palettes. I've said this before, of her eyeshadow palettes, because she had just came out with them. I'm like, you know what? It doesn't really bother me if she's going to post tutorials about her something that she had just released. I'm like, it's not a big deal to me. Like, I don't know why everybody got so bothered by it. Because she was posting content. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to watch it. But after that, she was like, oh my God, I can't believe everybody's getting on me about Morphe and blah, blah, blah. And I'm still going to use products that I love. I'm like, okay, Jaclyn, just tell us that, like, if you love the product, then use it. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, and then the whole thing with Jackie Aina with Petty Page, that really fucking annoyed me. And then when Tana Mojo's TanaCon, I mean, that was just a fucking disaster. But there's something else. There's like a really prime example. Maybe Young, Wild, and Polished like supporting Gerard Cosmetics still, which I think is a little bit messed up because I still love her as a person, but Gerard Cosmetics, like Jaclyn Hill denounced Gerard Cosmetics a long time ago and she never explained why, which till this day we're still waiting for her explanation. And then the whole thing with Makeup Geek with that scandal, I don't really have to get into all the scandals, but And then Manny MUA, like, you know, chiming into every single thing on Twitter. But honestly, like, I don't keep up with this stuff too much. I just unsubscribe from them. So there's really nothing that really annoys me about the influencers that I am subscribed to. I really do love them. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I love you guys. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on all my social media. I guess this video was a little bit longer than I intended it to be, but I wanted to talk about this stuff and I thought it was a fun video to do. So let me know if you guys do this video, or let me know if you have any answers to any of these questions below. I would love to know. Or if you want me to elaborate on anything that I talked about, let me know. So yeah, that's it. Bye guys.